And if the security at the southern border is not stopping the cartel's crimes, what will? Former United States Marshal and retired Deputy Chief of the El Paso Police Department, Robert Almonte, is joining the conversation. Thank you so much for being here. So Senator Rick Scott, he said he believes the impression in Latin America is that the U.S. border is completely open. Is he right?
Yeah, there's no doubt. The border is open. The border is not secure. And it's been that way for quite some time now. And as a result, we're seeing the results of that. We're seeing a lot of migrants crossing in. But make no mistake about it, the Mexican cartels are behind a lot of the migrants coming to the United States. The Mexican cartels have been involved in human smuggling for some time now. They're even more involved in human smuggling and drug smuggling. And the Mexican cartels have a lot of cell groups throughout the United States. The Mexican cartels have been embedded in the United States for quite some time. And it's only going to get worse if we don't do something about it.
So are the cartels becoming more brash in their crimes, would you say? The murder of 6 people, including an infant, seems almost unheard of. But do these cartels feel like they can get away with more than they could in the past?
Yeah, I believe so. And I think we saw an example of what happened in California, that tragic incident. Now, I know the sheriff saying he's not calling it a cartel hit, but it is cartel-like, and there's no doubt about it. When they wipe out an entire family, that's a cartel-like execution. And there's also a possibility it could be a gang, a street gang in California in the United States working for the cartel that made that hit or completed that hit. So the street gangs, not just in California, but throughout the United States, are working with the Mexican cartel in moving drugs, moving people, and also in what we saw in California. So it's a horrible situation, no doubt about it.
Well, this is probably the million-dollar question. What's the solution here? We hear a lot of finger pointing, but is there actually a reasonable way to contain this threat, or is this simply too out of control at this point?
Well, there's a lot of things we can do. And first of all, the federal agents working the southwest border are doing a tremendous job, but they need more help. They need more technology, as you just showed in the story a minute ago. But they need more agents, Border Patrol agents. Border Patrol actually is not patrolling the border. Why? Because they're too busy processing these migrants and then releasing them. We need more HSI agents on the border. We need more DEA agents on the border. We need to send a message to the Mexican cartel. We're going to hit you as hard as we can. We're going to stay on your heels and not let you catch your breath. The other thing is we need to address the Mexican cartels that are already in the United States, these cell groups. And how do you do that? Is by the federal government providing more funding to the HIDTA task forces throughout the country. The HIDTA task forces are state, local, federal agencies that go after the cartel in the cities here throughout the United States, and they dismantle the cartel. The other thing that needs to be done is the federal government, I should say, needs to provide more funding to the National Guard counter-drug training program, because they provide free training for law enforcement throughout the United States on the Mexican cartel, and the training goes to officers in rural areas that don't normally receive this training. So there's a lot more we can do. We're simply not doing enough. This is a crisis. We got all this fentanyl coming into our country, killing thousands and thousands of Americans. And it's like, we don't care. I'm waiting for America to get really angry and put pressure on our government to finally do something about it. And our government, the White House, needs to put more pressure on the Mexican government, because in Mexico, the cartels are in control. They got so much corruption there. We need to do more. There's a lot more we can do. So yeah, we can't give up.
Well, it is a critical story. Robert Almonte, thank you for joining us and for speaking out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.